Hallo zusammen, I'm your Vlog Dave. Today it's my absolute pleasure to tell you about probably one of my favorite German sayings of all time, pretty much. Ich verstehe nur Bahnhof. And I guess you do too. The meaning. The English translation is even more hilarious than the German original, if I may say so. It's I only understand train station. Nope, I'm actually not kidding at all. This doesn't mean everyone saying this is an expert on train stations. I mean, there are a lot of train stations in Germany, don't get me wrong, but no. Anyway, Germans use this phrase whenever someone is saying something that either sounds overly complex and complicated, or for instance when someone can't express a simple matter in simple words. For whatever reason. Imagine you're a German, you might as well say or think of this phrase when someone is talking about a subject you don't really know too much about, especially when there are some foreign words or even technical terms involved. As far as I'm concerned, there isn't a rather popular, similar phrase that is closely connected to this one. I mean, you could obviously say something like Ich habe keine Ahnung, which is a comparatively neutral phrase. It's not quite on the same semantic level, if you know what I mean, because when you say Ich verstehe nur Bahnhof, that means you absolutely have no single clue whatsoever, not even the slightest clue. So usually this phrase remains the way it's commonly known. Ich verstehe or verstehe nur Bahnhof, for ich being I in German, meaning the first person singular personal pronoun. Verstehe is the conjugated form of verstehen, to understand or to comprehend. Here it's meant in the semantic sense of to understand something both acoustically and intellectually. So you didn't just listen or read something, but you really got into it, you really understood what's written or what has been said. Nur is an adverb. The English translation could be only or just, pretty much in the sense of exclusively. And der Bahnhof Singular, die Bahnhöfe Plural is the German noun for a train station. The origin. Alright, so judging from what I found out during my research on this matter, the origin of this phrase dates back to World War I, which took place from 1914 to 1918, as most of you will know, hopefully. Since many German soldiers were totally tired and exhausted by the end of World War I, and their only wish was to head back home, they sort of couldn't or didn't want to think of anything else but returning home. Getting back home, pretty much. And since trains, der Zug Singular, die Züge Plural, were commonly used for traveling around in those days, all they had in mind was the station, which was strongly associated with their way home, pretty much. So, adding up to the previously explained meaning of this phrase, it can be ambiguous. You don't or can't understand something in fact or for real, which relates to an unconscious action, or you don't want to understand something because all you can or want to think of is something completely different. You have many different things in mind, but you can't really focus on the topic in question. And that might be a rather conscious decision. Exemplary sentences.
Die Schönheit der Divergenz der beiden Motorblätter zueinander erscheint in höchstem Maße pittoresk.
Wie bitte? Ich verstehe nur Bahnhof. But now I actually hope you do understand train station, don't you? Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and to share it with other people. And if you want to support this channel even more, check out my Patreon page. A little tip per video can make a difference and help me a lot. Also feel free to follow me on social media. I'm your Vlog Dave, tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal.